Did you know that when your legs start getting weaker, it's not just about appearance? It's actually a serious warning sign for your overall health. Strong, healthy leg muscles are one of the biggest keys to living longer and living well. Just give me 1 minute and 56 seconds twice a day, and I'll help you add years of strength and independence to your life. Sounds like a stretch? Maybe. But it's grounded in solid science and real-world success. Because strong legs don't just help you get around, they keep your blood sugar in check, support your hormones, and protect you from the falls that can take away your freedom. The truth is, aging doesn't start in the mirror, it starts in your legs. In this video, I'll show you 5 simple exercises that every senior must do starting today. They're easy, practical, and you can do them right at home. Let's get started. You're just one step away from stronger legs and a longer, healthier life. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Calf raises, strengthening the foundation of longevity. As we age, our bodies begin to whisper quiet warnings before they shout. One of the earliest signs is not pain or disease, it's weakness in the legs. Among the first muscles to quietly fade are the calves. These small but mighty muscles are often underestimated, but they play a pivotal role in every step we take, every rise from a chair, and every effort to maintain balance on an uneven surface. Losing strength here doesn't just change how we walk. It changes how we live. Calf raises, though simple, are among the most powerful exercises you can do to preserve your independence. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy clothes. You need the willingness to rise up literally on the balls of your feet. By doing so, you awaken the soleus and gastrocnemius muscles, 2 critical engines in your lower legs responsible for posture, stability, and glucose metabolism. These muscles help pump blood back to your heart, support circulation, and even play a surprising role in regulating your blood sugar, especially after meals. This is why some experts call them second hearts. Their movement keeps your blood and energy flowing. Start with 2 feet on the ground, holding onto a counter or rail. Rise slowly, pause, then lower. Do it again and again. In time, progress to 1 leg at a time. You'll not only feel stronger, you'll be stronger. This small daily ritual, done with intention, stimulates hormone production, including testosterone and growth hormone, which are essential for preserving muscle mass, bone density, and vitality as we age. But there's something deeper here. When you choose to stand tall again and again, you're not just exercising your body. You're exercising your will to live fully. Each lift is a quiet declaration that you are not done yet, that you still have potential, purpose, strength, and direction, that you will rise even when the world expects you to sit down. And don't be surprised when your balance improves, when your steps become steadier, and when you begin to feel lighter, more grounded, more capable. Because when your calves are strong, your foundation is solid. And in life, as in buildings, the foundation determines everything. Now, if you've ever walked up the stairs and felt your thighs tremble or hesitated to bend your knees too far, then you already know where we're going next. Let's explore an exercise that targets the very muscles that hold your body upright and keep you from falling. The unsung heroes of your everyday strength, the split squat. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2, split squats, reclaiming strength where it matters most. There's a quiet strength that lives in the thighs and hips, a power we barely notice in our younger years, yet one that becomes absolutely essential as we age. The truth is, the muscles in your legs don't just move you forward, they hold you up. They carry the weight of your independence, and when they begin to weaken, so too does your ability to rise from a chair without effort, to climb stairs without fear, to walk across a room without the haunting thought, "What if I fall?" That's why stair squats and split squats are not just exercises. They are life-saving rituals. They reawaken the largest and most metabolically active muscles in your body, your quads, glutes, and hamstrings. These muscles are the powerhouses of motion, and when you train them, you do far more than build strength. You ignite your body's ability to burn fat, regulate blood sugar, and produce critical hormones that slow aging and preserve vitality. A split squat done slowly and mindfully isn't about brute force. It's about control. It teaches your body balance. It teaches your brain trust. Standing at the base of your staircase, placing one foot ahead and one behind, and gently lowering your body down and back up. This is a humble yet powerful movement. There's no need for a gym or an audience. You're not performing. You're building something far more valuable, resilience. These squats mirror the exact motion you need to rise from a fall or lift yourself off the ground. They strengthen the distal fibers of your quads, those deeper muscles that protect your knees and stabilize your hips. Over time, you'll feel your legs work in ways they haven't in years. You'll begin to move with greater intention, and you'll notice that steps no longer feel daunting. They feel like familiar ground. And with each squat, you are telling your body, I am still in control. But perhaps the most overlooked power of this movement lies deep inside your cells. These big muscles are rich in mitochondria, the engines that fuel your energy, your metabolism, even your clarity. I thought when you squat, you don't just train muscle, you train your metabolism to work for you, not against you. You slow down the clock. So what comes next? Once your legs begin to hold you steady, there's another element that must return to the body: mobility. But here's the catch. It's not just about motion, it's about control during motion. And that's where lunges come in. Prepare yourself. They require more than strength. They demand grace under pressure. There comes a time in life when we begin to move more carefully, not because we're afraid, but because we're aware. Aware that each step carries more weight, each bend demands more balance, and each misstep may carry real consequences. And yet it's in that awareness where power can be reclaimed. Lunges, while simple in form, are a powerful expression of control, grace, and strength working in harmony. For many older adults, this movement is avoided. It looks unstable. It feels uncertain. But it is precisely in that tension between challenge and stability where lunges offer their greatest gift. When done slowly, with focus and intention, a lunge becomes more than a stretch or a leg exercise. It becomes a full-body experience. You step forward, bend with care, and hold your core steady. In that brief pause, your body relearns balance, your muscles remember how to work together, and your mind sharpens with the attention required to stay upright. It's a practice in mindfulness and presence. The front leg activates your quads and glutes, building strength. The back leg opens up your hip flexors, which often tighten with age and disuse. Together, both sides of the body stretch and strengthen simultaneously, a rare gift in any movement. The lunge is not flashy. It doesn't look impressive to outsiders, but its power lies in what it restores internally: confidence, coordination, and courage. Because with every step into a lunge, you're testing your limits and redefining them. You're improving your proprioception, your body's sense of where it is in space, which is a vital component of preventing falls. You're strengthening your core and your legs in one deliberate, flowing motion. You're challenging your nervous system to stay alert, responsive, and resilient. And yes, there are challenges. For some, a lunge can feel wobbly or awkward at first, but that's not a reason to skip it. It's a reason to begin carefully with support nearby, using a chair or wall as needed. It's not about how deep you go. It's about how connected you are in the movement. Even small, shallow lunges can have a profound effect on balance and leg strength. Over time, you'll notice improved hip mobility, stronger joints, and a renewed sense of control over your lower body. For women, lunges can even support estrogen balance, contributing to healthier bones and metabolism. For men, they continue to stimulate testosterone and growth hormone in the deeper muscle fibers. Lunges invite us to meet aging with elegance, not resistance but strength molded through precision. It is this blend of power and poise that defines the mature body at its best. And yet, even as we strengthen, balance, and stabilize, there's another need we often overlook. What about those moments when standing exercises aren't possible, when joint pain, recovery, or disability slows us down? Believe it or not, strength doesn't have to stop, it just has to adapt. Let's explore a powerful seated movement that proves even from a chair you can still reclaim your strength. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4, seated leg lifts, rediscovering strength from where you are. There's a quiet kind of courage in starting from where you are, especially when your body feels like it's slowed down or given way. For many seniors, traditional exercises feel out of reach. Pain in the knees, stiffness in the hips, or fear of falling can make even the idea of a standing workout seem intimidating. But here's the truth. You don't have to stand to rise. Strength doesn't always begin with motion. It often begins with intention. And that's exactly what makes seated leg lifts so powerful. This exercise may seem simple at first glance. Sit in a firm chair, straighten your spine, and slowly lift one leg at a time. But in this slow and steady movement lies a quiet revolution. You are reactivating the quads, those large muscles in your thighs that govern so much of your ability to move, stand, and stay steady. You are increasing circulation in your lower limbs, fighting off the stagnation that so often creeps in with age, and you are reminding your nervous system gently but firmly that your legs are still very much alive. What makes seated leg lifts extraordinary isn't just their accessibility. It's their ability to restore dignity in a world where aging is often equated with decline. These movements affirm your capacity to grow stronger, even in a chair. They prove that motion isn't reserved for the able-bodied or athletic. It belongs to every person with breath and will. Many seniors assume that if they cannot perform squats or lunges, the battle is lost. But that's not true. These lifts are the bridge, the place where healing begins. They offer a safe, controlled way to build strength without compromising balance or triggering joint pain. Done consistently, they can lead to something far greater, renewed confidence. And with each lift, you're doing more than moving a leg. You're rebuilding trust in your body, in your resilience, and in your future. As you continue this practice, you may start to notice subtle changes. Getting out of a chair becomes easier, walking feels less labored, and your legs no longer feel like strangers beneath you. They begin to feel like your own again. And perhaps most importantly, this gentle motion starts to stir something deeper, the belief that you can take back control, one movement, one muscle, one breath at a time. But strength isn't just built through controlled motion, it's also forged through resistance. Not emotional resistance, but physical load. That's where our next step leads us. What if you could take everything you've built so far, balance, control, mobility, and amplify it just by adding one simple element? Get ready to explore the timeless functional power of walking with weight. Up next, rucking, the movement that doesn't just build legs, but builds lives. Rucking, carrying the weight that strengthens you. There's something ancient, almost primal, about carrying weight on your back. Long before treadmills or fitness trackers, humans built endurance and resilience by walking, carrying firewood, supplies, or even children across great distances. Today, in a world of convenience and automation, we've lost much of that daily resistance. But the human body remembers, and it responds with surprising vitality when we reintroduce challenge, even in simple forms. That's where rucking comes. Rucking is, at its core, walking with purpose while carrying a modest load, often a weighted backpack or vest. While it might sound intimidating at first, especially for those in their 60s, 70s, or beyond, rucking is one of the most accessible and effective forms of functional fitness for older adults. It turns an ordinary walk into a full-body engagement, increasing the demand on your leg muscles, stimulating your core and gently elevating your heart rate. But beyond the physical, rucking speaks to something deeper. There's a metaphor at work here. We all carry something, whether it's the weight of grief, experience, responsibility, or time. We've shouldered invisible burdens for decades. Rucking offers the chance to turn that metaphor into medicine, to take on physical weight and let chew. It make us stronger. With each step you teach your body to adapt, to support itself, and to thrive under resistance. Start small. A 5-pound backpack or lightweight vest is enough to begin. Walk your familiar routes around the house, down the street, or through your local park. Feel your posture adjust, your legs work harder, and your breathing deepen. Over time, the added load stimulates your mitochondria, increases bone density, preserves lean muscle mass, and enhances glucose metabolism. It's especially powerful for those losing weight, whether through diet or medication, because it protects against the dangerous muscle loss that often accompanies fat loss in later life. Rucking also strengthens something no pill ever could: your sense of capability. It shifts your mindset from fragility to strength. You're no longer just getting some steps in, you're training. You're reclaiming the kind of physical confidence that changes how you move through the world and how the world sees you. And perhaps that's the most powerful gift of all. Rucking doesn't just ask your body to carry more, it reminds your spirit that you can still have the capacity, direction, and the will to move forward, no matter your age. Now that you've learned the 5 essential movements that protect your strength and independence, you might be wondering, how do I begin and how do I stay consistent? In our next guide, we'll unlock the secret to building lasting fitness habits. After 60 without ever setting foot in a gym, why are these 5 exercises so critically important? The body is a remarkable gift, but it is not immune to time. As we age, the changes are subtle at first. Getting up from a chair takes just a second longer, your legs feel a little heavier after a walk, and the stairs seem steeper than you remember. These quiet shifts, often brushed off or ignored, are the first signs that the very foundation of your mobility, your legs, is beginning to weaken. Here lies a truth that is both sobering and empowering. Once you begin to lose strength in your lower body, you begin to lose your independence. But it doesn't have to be this way. These 5 simple exercises are not just motions to repeat, they are daily acts of resistance against decline. They speak to your muscles, your bones, your metabolism, and even your mind. Each one targets something essential: balance, stability, energy, strength, and coordination. Together, they form a powerful shield against the most common dangers that come with aging: falls, fractures, fatigue, insulin resistance, loss of confidence, and the erosion of daily function. The science behind this is no less moving than the emotion. Your largest muscles live in your legs, your glutes, quadriceps, calves, and hamstrings. When you activate these muscles regularly, you stimulate the production of hormones like growth hormone, testosterone, and even estrogen. Yes, even in your later years. These aren't just fitness hormones, they are life hormones responsible for keeping your bones strong, your brain sharp, your metabolism efficient, and your muscles alive. You also grow more mitochondria, the tiny engines inside your cells that give you energy and burn fat. But beyond science, there is something more vital, something deeply human. When you strengthen your legs, you are anchoring yourself in the world. You are reclaiming your footing, both literally and figuratively. You are choosing to walk with purpose, to resist the temptation to sit out the rest of your life. You are declaring through quiet daily effort that aging is not retreat. It is evolution. It is the courage to stay involved in your own story. These movements are your daily vote for vitality. They are what allow you to stand without help, to play with your grandchildren, to climb the front steps of your home with pride. They are small but mighty decisions that say, I still belong to this world, fully and freely. And the best part? You don't need perfect knees, fancy clothes, or a gym membership to begin. You only need a little space, a few moments, and a willingness to try. The question now becomes, how do you make these movements a part of your life seamlessly, consistently, joyfully? That answer lies in a powerful concept that's changing how seniors everywhere are staying strong: the idea of the exercise snack. Let's explore what it really means. Your legs are the gatekeepers of your independence. If there's one truth we can no longer afford to ignore, it is this: our legs are the very foundation of our independence. Long before the heart fails, before the mind begins to fade, and before chronic illness sets in, mobility often begins to slip away. And when it does, it takes more than just movement with it. It takes confidence, it takes autonomy, it takes the quiet freedom to live your day on your own terms. But that decline is not inevitable. Aging does not mean surrender. In fact, it can be a new beginning, a season of reclamation if we're willing to act with consistency and purpose. The 5 exercises you've just explored, calf raises, stair squats, lunges, seated leg lifts, and rucking, are not just movements. They are daily declarations. Each one tells your body, your brain, and the I world, I'm not done, I'm still here, and I choose strength. It doesn't matter if you start small. In fact, small is powerful. Just 2 minutes in the morning and 2 minutes at night can change the way your body processes blood sugar, rebuilds muscle, regulates hormones, and guards against the chronic diseases that steal life in the later years. These are not just exercises. They are investments in your future self. Too often, we wait for a wake-up call, a fall, a diagnosis, a loss of function. But wisdom, especially the kind that grows with age, teaches us not to wait. It teaches us to listen early and act gently, but deliberately. You don't need a gym membership or specialized equipment. What you need is the willingness to start right where you are. Even if it's from a chair, even if it's with shaky legs, even if you've tried and failed before. Because, here's the beautiful truth, it's never too late. Your muscles are listening, your body is still adapting. Even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond, you can build new strength, improve your balance, stabilize your energy, and extend your vitality. This isn't about vanity. It's about legacy. It's about staying here longer for your spouse, your children, your grandchildren, and most of all for you. So take that first step. Make the next staircase a training ground. Turn your morning into a ritual of strength. Let your breath and movement align to remind you your best days are not just behind you, they are still within reach. You've read the science, you've heard the stories. Now it's time to stand up. One calf raise, one squat, one step at a time, and walk fully into the life you still deserve to live. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.